Good afternoon. I hope you've had a great Sunday. I am Julie with Creations by Julie, and welcome to our event that we're doing today all day long. This Crafting in a Winter Wonderland was put together by one of our team leaders, Jennifer, and we appreciate her doing that. And there's a prize too that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later. But again, welcome, and I appreciate you being with me this afternoon. If you're not a follower of my page, I would appreciate it if you would follow me. I do a lot of different crafts. My husband Ed is behind the camera, and he will try to catch any questions or whatever that you have.
Grace Savino said hi.
Hi Grace, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Let me see if I can make sure that Facebook actually has us on, and then I can give it to Ed to make sure he can get all the comments.
Rhonda says hi.
I guess we are on since y'all are.
And Janet says hi. Fairfield.
Hi ladies.
Fairchild, sorry.
Okay, here you go. Okay, that lets me concentrate on my craft, and I don't have to worry about trying to catch questions in the comments and stuff. But I will go back after my live. Again, I'm Julie. I know it's really hard when you see it spelled, but I answer to just about anything, but that is the way it's pronounced. It's like Julie, only it's with a J, Julie. So today, I thought I would do something a little bit different. We're actually going to be working with this stencil. It's actually called Sorry Santa, because you get two stencils in this pack, and one of them does say Sorry Santa, naughty, just feels nice. And then this is the one I'm going to use, and it's a Christmas tree, joy, love, peace, believe in Christmas. You can tell I have used this stencil several times, and sometimes your paste will stain your stencil, but it does not hurt the stencil itself. You can use it over and over again. If you're not familiar with Magnolia Design, I hope today, if you've been able to watch several of our ladies, I hope it's piqued your interest. Just ask any question you might have. We'll be happy to answer you and tell you all about this company. It's a great company. There were several things that I was looking for when I was looking around to be able to make my own signs. I actually do a lot of wreaths, and I wanted to be able to make signs for my wreaths.
Brenda Bracken says hi.
Well, hi Brenda, thanks for jumping on. And when shipping got so bad, I decided I needed to add home decor in my Etsy shop. So that's pretty much why I went with Magnolia. They have awesome stencils. They're reusable. They're super, super easy. They sell the chalk paste. They sell ink that you would put on dish towels and t-shirts or glass of any kind. But now you absolutely could take this stencil. There's two of them in this pack, and you cut them in half. First thing you want to do is write on the back so that you know it's the back. You could write the whole thing. You could just put an X.
Brenda says she likes that wreath behind.
Thank you, Brenda. I just made that one last week. But you want to be able to mark your stencil so that you make sure after you clean it that you put it on the right side. But you absolutely could take this stencil, and I have taken a surface that was 5x7 and just use it by itself. You could make each word a different color. You could blend the colors, and I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of a blended effect. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, maybe show you a little trick that you didn't know. Right now, mixed media crafts are very popular. So that's what I thought I would do, and I'm going to use a larger, I'm still going to use this 5x7, but I'm going to use a larger surface. And I don't know if they can see. But anyway, you could take a canvas. This is an 11x14 canvas that I just picked up at Hobby Lobby. You could take it and use it and then just prop it up on your mantle. I decided what I wanted to do is use the panel. These are just panels, canvas panels. You get like 4 or 5 to a set, because I wanted to be able to take a frame and just slip my canvas behind it, put the backing on it. I don't know what I did with the backing, but it's a backing that you can either set it up like a picture frame or you can hang it. So that's what I'm actually going to be doing. And what I did is, this was white, and y'all, the other night on my live I had some ribbon that had glitter on it, and there's still glitter all over my board. But anyway, did you know that you can take these canvas panels and that you can buy chalkboard paint? And that's all I did with this. I painted it, it's got like 2 coats on it. And anytime you're using a paint, chalkboard paint or chalk paint or acrylic paint, and you're going to stencil, you need to treat it with some sort of finishing wax. And this is what I use. You can use whatever you can find. And you just want to put a thin coat on. And what that does, our stencils are sticky. And that helps adhere them to your surface to where your ink does not bleed underneath. And if you don't, this has been painted, so I need to treat it with something to keep the sticky part of my stencil from pulling up my paint. So we're just going to take a second and just put a little bit of paste on here. Normally I would have already done this, and those of you that watch my lives know that I try to do as much as I can ahead of time and be very mindful of your time, and that way, you know, I can get through a project pretty quick. So, okay, Ed's gonna go down, so hopefully y'all won't get dizzy. But for now, I'm going to leave my canvas under my frame, because when you're gonna put it in a frame, you have to be careful that your stencil doesn't go off too far. So I want to be able to look and make sure. And I'm actually going to do the stencil this way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this Minwax paste here.
Jessica Terry says those wreaths are beautiful.
Thank you. That's mainly, well, my Etsy shop is home decor wreaths. If you're interested in learning to make wreaths, I actually did a whole series and taught you from the very beginning of simple basic wreaths to make your own home decor. So it's not even a group, it's do the videos on my website, my Facebook page, my Creations by Julie, and just like and follow me, go back and look at my videos, and I would love to have you join. Okay, I'm just going to put a little thin coat right here on this side, because that's where my stencil is going to go. Normally, I would have already done this and let it set for 15, 20 minutes and all that, but I wanted you to see what I used, and the fact that I'm just, since this is going to be a mixed media project, I'm not going to stencil on this side, so it's just going to be on this side. So let's just give it a minute to sit, and we'll talk about our stencils and our paste. When you first get your stencils, like I said, you want to cut them apart or whatever you need to do to them right on the back. This one's been used several times. We have what we call our tacky towel. You don't have to have this. It's just very handy to have it and use it. You could use a dish towel or anything that's a little bit fuzzy, and you're just going to fuzz the stencil a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Even though, you know, I have used it a time or two, and all you do is put it on something. You can use your clothes. I've seen people just do it on their jeans. And again, you can see where I used gold and red. Red, black, and this was ink, I think, this gold. Might stain your stencil a little bit. But as long as you've cleaned your stencil and you don't have anything dried inside these clear transfer parts, it's like a silk screen, it does not hurt your stencil at all. These stencils can be used a number of times. I think they say 8 to 10. I have some that I've used 15 times, and as long as you take care of them, you don't have any problems with them. But you want to make sure that you don't pull up your paint when you're using them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead before I take my frame off and decide where I want this one, and I'm just going to come over a little bit, and I'm just going to eyeball it to make sure that it will still be in the frame. And I have just a little bit of space, and then I'm just going to rub it down. And like I said, I just eyeballed it. If you're using, another tip, if you're using the canvas, let me get my canvas over here. You see how the canvas has this on the back, so you want to put a book or something underneath it so that when you push down with your paste or whatever, it doesn't sag. It needs to be kind of firm. You don't have to do that on these because it's just a panel. Okay, I think that's, well, either my stencil is crooked or or I'm crooked. And I'm going to just rub in those areas where I'm going to do black and white because I am decorating this year with the black and white buffalo check.
Foxy Cheeks' design says hi.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle comes on right after me, so be sure and hang on and watch her. Now, see, this one is not sticking real well, so I'm just going to hope. I've used the stencil a lot. I'm going to hope I don't have any bleed. But you know what? The great thing about Magnolia stencils is if you mess up any chalkboard surface, you can just wash it off. And I think I have washed it off on these that I've painted. But anyway, I'm going to decorate with black and white. So I'm just going to do a simple black and white piece here. And then we're going to embellish it a little bit. Okay, the chalk paste. We have chalk paste and we have chalk ink. The paste has a black lid, the ink has a white end, so that you can keep them separated. But this one's fairly new, but the first thing you want to do when you get your ink opened is just give it a good stir. It kind of activates it, and you want it the consistency of, like somebody said, mashed potatoes, yogurt, cake icing. I've heard all that, but you don't want it real runny, but you don't want clumps in it. You absolutely could do this one in all different colors, but like I said, I'm going to just do one color because I'm going to keep the whole thing just black and white. And I'm hoping that that's down. There's some things that you can get to help your older stencils, even when they lose their stickiness. There's things that you can get to help keep them down. But I'm just going to keep the white. They say if you're new with Magnolia to always go in the same direction. You don't want a whole lot of paste. And then once you get all the areas to where you can't see that underneath anymore, then you're just going to sweep through and get your extra. When you get ready to remove your stencil, you don't want to pull it from the corner by itself. You want to go, this one, since it runs this way and it's already coming loose here at the end, I'm going to take it and pull it straight like this. Then what I do, some people wait and put it in water afterwards. I always have a tub of water over here beside me, and I'm going to lay the stencil in that water so that it can start, and I will clean it thoroughly when I'm done.
Marianne Kumak says hi.
Hi, ladies. I hope you've enjoyed today. I think there's some, let me turn this around. I'm trying to blow the glitter off of it. Okay, that's what we have so far. Only takes a few minutes to dry. I'm gonna close my paste for now. And I'm actually going to hit it with a dryer to make sure it's good and dry before I do the other side. But I missed a few of the presenters this morning while we were at church, so I'll be spending my night going back through and watching everybody's replay. And Jennifer was gracious enough that she is providing a $100 gift card. I put the link in. If you just scroll down my page, I put the link in for you to go and register, and you can only register one time. But even if you're watching the replay, you're still eligible to go register. So you don't have to catch all the lives to be able to do that. And be sure and put whoever you watched or whoever your representative is for Magnolia Design, be sure and put their name in there, because the $100 gift card, you'll go through their website to pick out the things that you want.
Terry Jarvis said hello.
Hi, ladies. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Like I said, you could certainly just put this on a 5x7 and prop it up, or put it on any number of surfaces to put on your desk at work or whatever. It's just a beautiful thing by itself. But like I said, I'm going to teach you how to make a Christmas tree out of doilies. And that's really what the mixed media is. It means taking different materials and different things and making one project. So I'm going to get my frame back because I want to make sure that my tree stays inside the frame. It doesn't have to be on there perfect, but I'm going to show you what you can do with these doilies. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and there's like 32 of them for $1. So what you're going to do is you're going to need, I like to use 2 of each size. There's 4 sizes. Whoops. So I'm going to get 2 of the little ones. And you know how these doilies stick together anyway, so I might have put on my glasses so I can see if I'm getting 2. You could do it with 1, but 2 to me just makes it prettier and thicker. All right, so I'm going to get 2 of these. Two of these, and I'm not sure about the size, but I got them from the Dollar Tree. Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. Sorry, y'all. I fuss at him all the time about not touching with his fingers, but he's constantly got to improve on things. Okay, I think I have 2 of each size. I may have 3 of this one. Yeah, I did. I had 3 of that one. So what you're going to do is start with your largest one. Let me just move this for a second. So you're going to start with your largest one, and you know how it's got a funny feel so that you can tell the back side. Just take it and fold it even to where your scallop edges are even.
I'm going down.
Y'all, not only is Facebook wonky, but sometimes we are wonky. But that's life. That's the way it is. Okay, so you're going to fold it in half this way, okay? Then you're going to take it and fold it one more time this way. Now, I didn't get my 2 together real well, but that's no big deal. And you can use either side, but once you start, you've got this little bit of an edge. You want to make sure your edges are all the same. I'm going to take just a little bit of hot glue, and I mean just a tad, so that it stays closed here on the side. And this is going to be the bottom part of our tree. And that's why I want to make sure when I put it on there that you can see the bottom part of the tree. So I'm just going to lay it there for now. You're going to take the next size, same thing, fold it in half, as close as you can get it to half. And then you're going to fold it in fourths, basically, is what you're doing. Put a little bit of glue. This would be pretty with green doilies on a white canvas, but I don't know if they even make green doilies. Okay, I got the glue strings. Okay. And then right now, I'm just going to lay it. I'm going to put like my scallops together. If I see that I need to come down, I can. So we're just going to lay it on there first before we do anything else. Make sure you're not folding the rough part. The rough part needs to be to the inside. These are just paper doilies. You get like 32 of them for $1. So gee whiz, you could make what? 16 trees? Okay. It's so simple and easy. I made one the other day on a small black canvas, and it's really pretty. Okay. Put it there. Whoops. You see why I wanted to keep it all white. All right, this is the small one. All right, there's the rough edge. I hope y'all have been able to catch a lot of the different presenters today. If not, you can always go back and watch the replays. I have everyone's link, a couple of posts down from this one. Just scroll down. I also have the link where you can register for the $100 gift card. I will post it again when I get off my live. Okay, and then there, it's going to be that one. Now, before I glue them down, I'm going to decide what I want to do. You could do anything you want to for a star. I painted ahead of time. I painted a couple of stars because I thought what I might do is put a star over this one. And then put the same size star on this one. If I go bigger, it covers a little bit of the joy, but I think that's okay. I like the bigger one, and then they're the same size. So I'm going to bring this down just a little.
Melanie Dow says hi.
Hi, Melanie.
Crystal Mugford says hello.
Hi, ladies. I'm so glad y'all joined us. Now, you could, let me turn it around. I haven't, let me take the frame off. I have not glued them down yet, and I've got some strings. But so far, it's going to kind of look like this. Like I said, there's so many options that you have. You could do this red, do this one red. You could take red little pom-poms and put on the thing for your tree. You could take jingle bells, the little bells, and put on your tree. I just wanted to keep it simple with the white stars. And if you wanted a truck for your tree, you could just take, this is just a little piece of wood that Ed cut in half so that it would lay flat. And I could just take it and put it underneath here. I'm not sure I want to, or just a little, even a smaller piece. But I think I may just leave it with nothing. I can always go back and add that. All right, so I'm going to turn it back around, and all I'm going to do are glue these pieces. And I'm going to start with the largest one, of course, at the bottom. And I'm going to move it over just a tad. And just, you don't even have to glue anything but the top part.
Melanie Dow sprinkled.
Thank you, Melanie. I really appreciate that. This is where you have to really watch your glue strings. But a little tip there, you can take your little hair dryer or heating thing and just clean them up when you're done. All right, then I'm going to take the next one, decide where I want to position it. You could make your tree larger if you want to do several of the same sizes to make it thicker. Okay, I'm going to go up about right there. Try not to do the glue strings too bad. Then I'll get the next size. Okay, I almost put that one on there wrong. Personally, I think if you should have them all on one side, all the openings. Probably nobody would even notice the difference if you didn't, but that was kind of my thinking. I wanted them all on the same side. Where one's just a little bit higher than the other. Hopefully that helps you keep your tree going straight also. Okay. And again, this is what, I could have made it larger and went up a little bit more, but since it's in a frame, and I might put a bow on the frame, we'll see. And I like the way it just kind of fluffs up at the bottom. So I'm going to put my star right there. And you'll see how fast something like this comes together. All right, I'm gonna put my star on this one, just to kind of give it a little 3D, but I don't want to get glue strings everywhere.
Mary Ann Kumark said that's a cute idea.
Thanks, Marion. Like I said, my decorating is going to be just black and white this year. Okay, now, I'm still not convinced what I want to do about the trunk of the tree. Let me see how much room I have here. I definitely could have come up a little bit. Okay, I think I will put the trunk on the tree. But I'm gonna have to leave this here to make sure I don't put it down too.
Leslie Lemke says hi.
Hi, Leslie. Alright, so I'm just gonna add that like that, just so you see a little bit of the tree. Okay, so once I get, by doing it on the panel, see, it will just slip in the frame like this, and that's what you have. And I think, like I said, I don't have the back in here, but I made a bow, and it's just, I think, called a messy bow, and I just did the black and white ribbons and fixed the edges, and then I hung just a little tag from it that says love. And I think once I get this in my frame, you could, hang it from the side, you could hang it in the middle, but I think that would be cute. What do y'all think?
Melanie Dow said that's really cute.
Yeah, I like the bow with it. So I think I probably will add the bow, but the first thing I need to do is get the backing on it. But you wouldn't even have to have a frame. This could be propped up, because you still could add a bow on just the panel itself or something. But, and then just prop it up on your fireplace. But it's just a very quick and easy thing to do, and I just wanted to show you the fact that, that you can just take chalkboard paint and paint a surface and use it. But anyway, so I will post a picture of it when I get it done, and I probably will put the bow on it. Okay, so that, I could lay it on top, and that kind of shows it a little bit. So that was the main project, but I wanted to give you another idea, neat things that you can do with Magnolia Design.
Melanie Dow wants to know how I can make one of those.
One of these, you'll have to go back and watch it, Melanie. This is done with doilies from the Dollar Tree, and they're just folded in half and then folded again in fourths and glued. You've got 4 sizes of them, and that's what comes in the pack. They come in a pack like this, multi-pack doilies. They look cloth. They don't look paper, but they're just paper doilies. You get 32 of them for $1, and you get 4 sizes. So use all 4 sizes, 2 of each. It just makes it a little fuller, and it's real simple. But go back and watch at the beginning, and we may do it on my live in the next week or 2 again anyway to catch it. But and then this was done with our stencil. Sorry Santa was the name of that stencil. Okay, let's see if I can find, I wanted to show you how you could really dress up your tags this year. That's the other stencil. Hang on, y'all. I got it here on the table somewhere. We have these Christmas minis. And I did one of these the other day on my live when I was showing all the different things you could use the minis. But this is just a paper tag, and I put a stenciled a present on it, and then you could take a chalk pen and write their names. But you get Holly Jolly, you get a penguin, you get Let It Snow, Merry Christmas, the manger scene, there's the present. You have a gingerbread, a Christmas tree, the bells, Oh Holy Night, Oh Dear, and Ho Ho Ho. So there again, simple, simple, simple. It can be done on paper. And then you can hang these on your presents, but just take it off. Okay, I don't see my tacky towel, but you can put it on your clothes. I don't think I've used the ho ho ho. And the only thing I have in here is white paste, but you could do a pretty green, a yellow, but you know, there's nothing better to me than just the classic white and black. Okay, put it on your paper. Rub around to where there's no bubbles in those open spots. This one has a little tree on it also. Let me find my paste. Oh gosh, we still have 12 minutes. I will be done early, y'all. Because this just didn't take that long. Okay, put just a little bit of paste on there. Also, did y'all realize that, I think I picked up these tags at Hobby Lobby, and they're just paper. Did you realize that you could take an envelope and a note card and make cute notes? You can even stencil on the envelope on the back. We did that last week also.
Liz Hudson, I want to know where'd you get the tag from?
The tags were from Hobby Lobby, and they're just paper. Now, you see what happened? That's what happens because I did not, this is paper, and I did not put the paste on it. You see how it pulled up part of the stencil? I got in a hurry, and hopefully I did not ruin the stencil. But that's what it will do. Let me put it in the water right quick. That's what it will do with paper if you're not real careful, or if you don't treat it somehow. But yeah, the tags were just from Hobby Lobby. I think it's probably a pack of 12 or something like that. And they're just paper. You can also order them off of Amazon. I've seen them on Amazon. But you can do these with the round wood pieces that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby. Magnolia also has those surfaces. I don't think Magnolia has any little tags, but
MJ Chample wants to know what you treat the paper with.
I think I would probably just rub, we can try another one. We'll see if it does. I would just maybe put a little of this wax on it and see what happens. We'll try it, we've got time. This is just Minwax. So all I'm doing is, normally you would wait a few minutes and then buff it off, but we'll just put a little bit on here and see what happens. And I will be thinking this time and won't push down on my stencil quite so hard. So let's see if this works this time. Okay, let's do this one with the, well, you might would want to do his nose red. Let's try the Christmas tree. It's probably, I have used it a couple of times, so maybe I didn't fuzz it enough either. So let's see this. See, your stencils are sticky, but I've done it on note cards and stuff, and it has not ripped them. We'll just do it a few times, and then I'll try to be careful and not push it too hard on the edges. But I'm put it at the bottom so that you can write. All right, there's a piece of fuzz or something under there. You can feel it if there's something in your stencil. Okay, and I'm just pushing on the part where it won't bleed through. So let's see if this does. You can also buy these tags that are actually chalkboard. Of course, you'd pay more for them, and you don't want to do that. The kids would probably just throw them away. But you can get paper ones like this. All right, let's see. All right, see, that time it didn't do it. So if you're using paper, put a little bit of the wax over it. Okay, y'all had any other questions? We've got a few minutes. I put my link at the top for my website for Magnolia Design. if you're interested in checking out any of their projects. Also, I would love it and I would really appreciate it if you would like and follow my page. Join me on Monday and Thursday nights. Normally Monday nights are Magnolia Monday and we do stencils. Thursday nights are different projects. It could be this angel, it could be a wreath, it could be, we've done a lot of trees so far. We made trees out of yarn, we made ornaments out of jute. But if you'll like and follow my page and then go and look at the video section, you should be able to pull up all the videos. I'm also on YouTube. Just do Creations by Julie and search for that. So I think our project turned out really cute. And I'm ready to find the backing to it. And I don't know if I'll hang it or just put it on the mantle like this. Let me put it back in here. It's kind of hard to hold it and show you where it's tight, but that's what it's going to be. And then I'm going to take this tag and put up here. So, okay, I appreciate y'all joining me tonight and spending a little bit of your Sunday evening with me. Be sure and go down a couple of posts where I put everyone's link to the different presenters that we had today. They started like at 9 o'clock this morning. And it'll go, I think, till about 6 or 7 tonight. I think there's several more after me. But the links are there. Join all that you can. If not, go back and watch the replays. Now, again, I posted the link to where you can register. And it's not for creators. This is just for guests. You can register to win a $100 gift card to Magnolia Design. And trust me, you'll have a hard time trying to decide exactly what you want. They've got so many awesome things. We have small stencils, we have minis, we have a lot of different surfaces, inks. It's really nice to ink on dish towels and stuff. But you have to go and register and just pretty much give Jennifer your information. And even if you're watching all the replays, you still can register on any of the link that anybody gives you. It's all the same length, it doesn't matter. So you could register with any of us. But she's going to email and pick a winner on Tuesday, I believe. So you have all day tomorrow to watch the replays. But be sure and catch Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs. She comes on next, I believe, at 5 o'clock. So go get you a drink and settle down to watch the rest of the crafters. Thank you so much for being with me, and have a blessed week and have a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to meet with your family this year, and everybody be safe. Bye-bye.